Hello, welcome back. This video is the top 10 Bachelor contestants that are still single. After the ending to another season of The Bachelorette, we know the question that everyone is asking. Of all the guys that did not end up the last one standing, who is still single? Well, we've got the answer. These are the top 10 Bachelorette contestants that are still single. Before we get into these single men, please take a second to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Sarah's Scoop. The beloved John Paul Jones was a contestant on the newest season of The Bachelorette as one of Hannah's guys. JPJ became an early favorite for his quirkiness. He really is unlike any former contestant. John Paul Jones didn't steal the heart of Hannah, unfortunately, and was ultimately eliminated. JPJ is headed to paradise though, so we'll see if he leaves engaged, but for now, he's single. One of Rachel's guys, Eric, is known to be one of the sweetest, smartest guys from her season. Eric ended up Rachel's second runner-up, but Bachelor Nation fell in love with him. After Rachel's season, Eric made an appearance on Bachelor Winter Games, but was eliminated in the first episode after not making a connection. And then Eric took a third shot at love on Bachelor in Paradise. After making a connection with Angela, Eric became interested in another contestant, ending up in a love triangle. Realizing he did not have a connection with this new contestant, Eric thought he had messed things up with Angela beyond recovery. So, he sent himself home and left Paradise. Since then, it seems like he has been by himself. Chase's first appearance was on JoJo's season of The Bachelorette. He was one of JoJo's top 3 men, but was eliminated before his fantasy suite overnight date because of some things that were said during the day. Chase then went on to compete in 2 MTV shows, X on the Beach and The Challenge. On the first of the 2, Chase seemed to reconcile with his ex, but it did not last very long. On The Challenge, Chase had an interest in Nani, but that interest did not last past Chase being eliminated. Dean is originally another of Rachel's men. He made it to the top 4 guys, and Rachel went home to meet Dean's family. Dean and his bachelorette had a strong connection until the very end when he went home. Rachel felt that Dean was too young and not ready for the serious relationship that she was ready for. After his first breakup, he then appeared on the last season of Bachelor in Paradise, where he stirred up a lot of drama with Christina and Danielle. He ended up quitting that show. And then he appeared on Bachelor Winter Games, where he left in a serious relationship with Leslie. But then they ended up breaking up in April of 2018. So after a couple of tries looking for love, Dean has remained single. However, he's also headed for the beach of Bachelor in Paradise this summer, so we'll see if that single fact remains. Wills was on both Becca's season of The Bachelorette and the last season of Bachelor in Paradise. Everyone fell in love with Wills after his emotional breakup with Becca. He was one of the most respectful men that were there for Becca. Trying to give love another shot, Wills went on the last season of Bachelor in Paradise. However, he was eliminated at the first rose ceremony of the summer. Although it seems as of now Wills is single, he's also headed to Paradise again, so that status could change by the end of this summer. It's a big surprise that Shawn is on this list. Having been on Kaitlyn's season, Booth was pretty obviously Kaitlyn's frontrunner throughout the season and ended up proposing at the end of the show. The two were engaged for 3 years before they broke it off in November. Their relationship before the breakup was one of Bachelor Nation's favorite to follow along. However, since the end of the engagement, Shawn has stayed single. Peter Kraus was on Rachel's season of The Bachelorette. Arguably one of the best guys to become a contestant on the show, Peter was different. Bachelor Nation was relieved by Peter's normalness. He broke the mold of typical Bachelor/Bachelorette contestant of being able to get engaged after only 2 months. When he expressed these concerns to Rachel towards the end of the season, Rachel decided they were on different pages and broke it off. Ever since, it seems Peter has been single, and most of Bachelor Nation is trying to change that. Peter Weber, also from Hannah's season, was another fan favorite. Better known as Pilot Pete, Peter was a soft undertone member of the group. He made the top 3 of Hannah's contestants. He went to the fantasy suites, the famous windmill if you'll recall, but was eliminated right before he could meet Hannah's family, and he was heartbroken. His car ride away was one of the saddest I've watched. Peter is definitely a frontrunner for The Bachelor, but again, for right now he is single, and we're not mad about that. Tyler was most definitely the fan favorite from the most recent season of The Bachelorette featuring Hannah. He made it all the way to the end, but finished second. However, after Hannah broke up with him on national television, he handled it like a true gentleman and was nothing short of respectful. and Bachelor Nation fell in love with him for the ways in which he handled himself on the show. With everything that went on with Hannah and her final pick, she ended up asking Tyler out on the live after the final rose, to which he accepted. And there have been lots of rumors flying around in the past days about Cameron and who he may be dating. But for now, he's still single, and we are still hoping. After seeing Nick on 2 seasons of The Bachelorette, Andy's and Caitlin's, being picked as the Bachelor suitor himself, and then seeing him for a 4th time on Bachelor in Paradise Season 3, we are surprised this guy is still single. Although Nick has been on 4 seasons of Bachelor franchise shows, he's come close every time. He made it to the top 2 on Andy's season after receiving the first impression rose the first night. He again made the final 2 on Caitlin's season, where his proposal was rejected again, almost got engaged to Jen on Bachelor in Paradise, and proposed to Vanessa on his season of The Bachelor. However, his relationship with Vanessa did not last, and they broke up less than a year later. But I think Viall's time on reality TV is definitely over. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit sarahscoop.com for more scoop on your favorite things.